Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. It looks like the God of Fubara is indeed answering his prayers. Talk about being quiet and yet things are working in your favor as we speak. It looks like Ibas, the retired admiral that is sitting as the sole administrator in Rivers State, is getting it all hot from all angles, and they're not giving Britain space at all. In fact, they're looking at seeing how they can put him in the rightful place in Nigerian constitution for over a lot of abnormalities and illegalities being committed allegedly by him. But before we go into the news proper, can you subscribe to our channel? Now, according to the news, prominent attorneys have denounced Rivers State Sole Administrator Vice Admiral Ibok Ette Ibas, retired, for appointing sole administrators to manage the state local government areas LGAs, calling his act unlawful and disdainful. Now speaking, senior lawyers condemn Ibas' move, pointing out that it violates a subsisting court injunction barring such appointment. They argued that the appointment not only disrespects judicial authority, but also breached constitutional principles upheld by the Supreme Court. Mr. Muhammad Abeni, a senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, expressed outrage over the development, labeling both Ibas' appointment and subsequent actions as unconstitutional. The action of the sole administrator of Rivers State is illegal, just like his appointment, Abani said. He has recklessly flouted a court order, disobeyed judgment of the apex court, and declared the appointment of administrators to run local government illegal. Those who appointed him never meant well for this country or its democracy. We never had this level of lawlessness, even under military rule. Human rights lawyer Mr. Benjamin Umukoro also referenced the Supreme Court judgment that granted financial autonomy to Nigeria's 774 local government areas, stressing that the use of unelected officials to govern was explicitly outlawed. A full panel of the Supreme Court was unanimous that such practices are illegal. Umukoro noted, ironically, it was President Bola Tinubu's administration that initiated that case. When a similar situation occurred in Edo State, the Attorney General, Prince Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, promptly declared it illegal. It is surprising that he has remained silent now. Umukoro further criticized the federal government for releasing Rivers State's withheld allocations to the sole administrator despite the ongoing legal challenges. First, Tinubu released funds contrary to court orders. Now, the sole administrator appoints local government heads. Against another court order, one illegality begets another, he said. Adding to the chorus of disapproval, lawyer Emerebe Ugonna emphasized that no one, regardless of position, is above the law. If there was a valid court order duly served on Ibas and he still went ahead to act against it, there are laid down procedures to address such contempt. Ugonna complained. Ugonna also explained he should be made to face the full consequences, including imprisonment if found guilty. The law is not a respecter of persons. Bakam. Several legal analysts argue that the situation threatens Nigeria's constitutional democracy and undermines public trust in judicial authority. They insist that the court must act decisively to prevent a dangerous precedent. The controversy comes amid wider political tension in Rivers State, where Ibas' appointment and subsequent moves are seen by many as effort to dismantle former Governor Siminalayi Fubara's political structure. Calls are mounting for urgent federal intervention to uphold the rule of law and ensure compliance with court orders as concerns grow over increasing disregard for judicial decisions at various levels of government. Wow, everybody's screaming and shouting on the same thing. Rivers, and they're insisting that this is illegal. Look at what the lawyer said. If it is true or found that the court served a notice and Ibas, outrightly disregards it, that's contempt, and he must face the full wrath of the law, even if it means imprisonment, and no one It's above the law. The law is no respecter of any persons. Let's hope that can be achieved. My colleague is in the house. I'm so very sure that the president and those behind all of this drama that is taking place in Rivers State never knew that all of a sudden there'll be mounting pressure on every side. Just a few hours ago, the women in Rivers took to the street, laid it the way it was. They made a speech. Just check our playlist, get to see the speech they made describing the scenario the way it is. I'm sure they can't deny what those women said. What's your take on this latest development that, it looks as if they're tilting towards putting Ibas in prison if anything goes wrong, or if all things being equal, is found guilty on these whole allegations?
Well, the situation that Ibas has found himself, Ibas has found himself, I would say is such that he has to obey every ruling or every position they are placing before him. Don't forget that he is exclusively reporting or answerable to Bola Tinubu. So everything that he is doing in Rivers State is instructed by the National Assembly and also by Bola Tinubu. But interestingly, it's important for him to know that these guys have immunity. In event of even them stepping down, or maybe next election they fail and the people of Rivers State decides to go after him, unfortunately he will pay the brunt, because I can assure you that no past president will allow Bola Tinubu to go into prison. So when you accept to run errands for people, you have to also protect yourself. I don't know who is advising him legally and all of that, but everything, how he came into power and all of that, is totally illegal. I think that's why legal luminaries are coming up to speak, and some are showing some act or moves pointing to the direction that we are not in sync with what's going on. I heard Wike came and was talking, and some of Wike supporters came and they were saying that the reason why NBA have refused to hold hold their general conference or convention in Port Harcourt is not because of emergency room, but that the money that the Fubara promised them, that the Rivers money is meant for Rivers people. Now we ask a big question: can the man who is on board, they come and account how he's spending the Rivers money when there is no budget? Rivers money is not meant for Rivers people anything. It's meant for some selected few who are carrying themselves like gods and claiming that because they keep structure somewhere, that structure must be faith at the expense of other people. Those are the only people who are enjoying this thing. Politicians are politicians. That's why you see them, they are really excited. When the said that he has opened up recruitment for 10,000 people, some people came out and said, what Fubara couldn't do, Ibas have done it, blah, blah. Some people were, congratulations. Has he not debunked it? Because he doesn't have the capacity to employ 10,000 people, so that whatever amount that is
85,000 minimum wage.
85,000 minimum wage. So that the people that the money that normally should go to, they will start cutting the money. If he has opportunities, he will start sacking people, because they need to increase that money. 85,000. They are even angry that this man accepted to pay 85,000 because they need a chunk of that money to get into their pocket, and they start preparation for 2027 and all of that. So for me, if I was in the shoes of Ibas, I will also meet the president at a point and let him understand that some of the things I'm doing legally, they say it is wrong and blah, blah, blah. If you can also give me a very soft landing, so that in event of maybe after your tenure, they decide to come for me, I will at least be able to protect myself and all of that. But however, you know why I'm saying this is because most of the decisions that he is taking, none of them have we seen or heard the presidency or even the National Assembly coming out to say, we are the one that told him to take that decision. You understand? So these guys, you gotta be careful with them. Nobody's coming in to accept the responsibility, say, stop blaming Ibas. We told him he should do this, he should sack this person. Some of those things are verbal, not written. And when it is verbal, anybody can say to me, when did I say that and all of that?
Ibas and the presidents will come to some sort of agreement so that there will be some sort of soft landing and protection for Ibas after his reign. That's going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take? Have a nice time. God bless you. Bye.